So cute. He's eating good. He's really trying. Good job, buddy. I'm so proud of you. See, here's his little tail. And I can't tell. But it looks like he has a little bottom. It's just hard to tell if it's open or not. There. But it might be closed. I can't tell. I have not been able to see poop, but it's really hard because Charlotte cleans them so much. But I tried even with the washcloth. It's like so little. It's hard to tell what that is. Not to show his bum, but maybe some of you guys can give me some ideas. That's what it looks like. Can't get a thermometer in there. But the tails look right there above it. Look, he's holding on through all that. Good job, buddy. So I just don't know, like the regular ones look quite different. Sorry. But you can hold their tails up, where him, you can't. So I just don't know. I do know that he's eating better. He hasn't gained much today, but he hasn't lost. So that's one good thing. And the way he's been eating the last few hours, I'm hoping to see some gaining. He looks pretty good. It's so hard to tell. We're definitely giving it all we got, right, little guy? His tummy sometimes feels distended, but yeah, it's pretty distended. That's my concern. But so are the others at times. It's just really impossible to know. But the vet even said, like, just put him with mom, see what she does, like let her lick him. Sometimes even if the hole's not all the way open, as he grows and gets bigger, it can open. So maybe there's hope for that, but maybe not. It's impossible to know what the intestines look like. It's impossible to know what the insides look like. He's too little to do any testing of that sort. X-rays and ultrasounds and all that won't show, at least like with a vet's equipment, because he's so small. As much as we want to like try to figure it all out, it's nature and you have to kind of let it figure itself out, I guess. But I am very happy with his effort right now. It's very, look at him pulling. It's very good, Gary. Very good. So I focused on a lot today, warming him and letting him have long breaks, about 3-hour breaks. He doesn't want to eat before 3 hours, and if you try to force him, he gets really mad. So that's what we're doing. The other babies eat like every hour, but he is able to at least sustain himself on 3 hours. So I try at 2 hours, and if he gives me, like it's been probably 2 hours right now, and if he gives me an effort like he is now, great. So I think as he maybe can get some energy and wake up more, we can increase the timing. But he's very specific on what he wants, even though he doesn't know. He gets very upset very easily, very upset, like screams at me. And I don't want to upset him, but I know it's best for him. Tube feeding is always an option, but it's scary because of the risk for aspiration. I don't know how much his belly can hold right now. If I overfeed him with tube feeding, he will aspirate and die. If I overfeed him with formula, he will aspirate and die. So it's really hard. I do give some formula still here and there, but he doesn't like it. Like an ml. I tried the coffee thing last night, I didn't see any difference last night. I do see a big difference today in him, at least trying harder to eat with Mama Shar, and that is really the ultimate goal. You know, once he learns to eat really good, maybe he'll take some more supplementing. But also, if his belly's full and he hasn't really like learned to excrete it yet, possibly it's still kind of closed. I don't want to push that issue either. So I'm kind of just going with the vet said to do. And let nature kind of do its thing and let Mama Shar do her thing with him. It's almost like she knows what to do. She gets a little frustrated with me doing too much too. So sometimes you can do too much. So this time I'm gonna just kind of not do too much and see what happens. That's what I did with Juliet when she was 84 grams and she made it. I didn't do a whole lot with her. I ended up supplementing her like day 5 or something. But before that I didn't. And she was very similar, very small. The concern is the fact he's not gaining and the other ones are, but we're gonna just keep watching and hoping and praying and hope he gets some strength. And like I said, I'm really scared to intervene too much with feedings. I'm really scared to intervene too much with tube feeding and all that because I don't know what's going on the inside. He's delicate, but he's kind of sustaining himself. He really is. So if I can get him to sustain himself and then he eventually gets some strength, maybe there's a chance. We're holding out hope. Love you, Gary. I love you, Gary. You're doing such a good feeding right now. I'm so impressed. Usually he only feeds for like 30 seconds, so this is really huge. The last couple of feedings he's done a lot better. Oh, it makes me so happy, Gary. Keep fighting, buddy. We got lots of people praying for you. Keep fight, okay? You can see how much smaller he is. Even in this face, but he's fighting. His face is very thin. Very thin. She's little too, but she's doing really good. And so is she. These two girls are really little, but they're doing really good. Not too concerned about them. Their faces aren't as thin either. You can see, if you look on the sides, like the cheek areas, they're more filled out, whereas if you look at his, see how it's like sunken in? That's concerning. Like, that scares me, but we're doing the best we can. That's all we can do. Love you, Gary. Fight, buddy.